Woo! That was a great promo. I forgot how good that was. Good morning, this side of the world. We are live, just talking in general about Q1 Essentials today. For those who don't know, Q1 Essentials is this like killer, amazing 12 plus mini course series that we put together only in the first part of the year. And so today, myself and the teaching staff of Q1 Essentials is here. I'll let everyone introduce themselves. But real quick, I just wanted to like be upfront that if you have questions in regards to Q1 Essentials, now is the time to ask those questions. So if not, please check out q1essentials.com. So I'll kick it off. I'm Danielle. I'm CEO of Octane Design Studios, but I don't really like to go by that name. I like to go more so of like teacher, colleague, designer, all the cool things. So I teach several of the courses on Q1 Essentials, ranging from podcasting to let's see, Canva to there's a couple other ones that I really like too. Setting your looks presets, because who doesn't want to look flawless on Instagram and have all the pretty squares? So I teach a lot of different things, but I encourage you to check out the full roster on q1essentials.com. Who's next?
Okay, well, this I am Vico. I am project manager at Octane Design Studios, and I also have a course in Q1 Essentials in which you will learn lots of different strategies and tools for you to rock on your Instagram marketing. So you will learn how to organize your strategy, how to create content pillars, how to know some tips and tricks to make your business Instagram grow. And this course is special for small business owners and entrepreneurs and whoever needs to get started with some Instagram marketing soon. So you are welcome to take a look at this course and all of the other wonderful courses we have online in the Q1 Essentials platform.
Hi, so I'm Agnes, and I'm the social media manager at Octane Design Studio. And I'm so excited to be talking to everyone about Q1 Essentials because we really had a great time coming up with the classes and even sharing among each other. So what I do is I do one course on planning out your social media. And I hope that people have had a chance to go through it. And this is a great chance for everyone to now have, if they have any questions, to just go over with each of the instructors and just share, basically.
Okay, I think we are literally just kind of opening the floor at this point. We definitely have a couple more, one more actually, hopefully jumping in here shortly. But I definitely wanted to again open the area, open the room up for anyone who has additional questions, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube watching this morning. We just want to encourage you to check out some of these mini courses. They're pretty darn amazing. Like, and it's really simple to do. If you are a fan of the internet, which you should be at this point, q1essentials.com is where you can go get those pretty little mini courses. Some of them are like 20 minutes and under. There's some a little bit over than that, but I think all of it is relevant content to you learning something new that could level up your digital marketing in 2022. So we talked earlier in our first Q&A session about, the experience, about what it was like to kind of put this together in a way. For many of the instructors for Q1 Essentials, this was new, right? This was something that was like not something you do on a regular basis. But from this experience, do you think that this was something you would want to do again?
Yes, definitely. You made us exit our comfort zone because even though we knew how to teach, we were new at recording ourselves and getting that information and knowledge into a course format. So and now that we've done that, I think we feel pretty comfortable and we would like to teach more and more. And also now the social media give us different tools to do it, like for free, worldwide, to everyone. So I think it's a good moment of the time of the world to do that.
Yeah, you, Aggie, how do you feel?
I'm actually ready to do like another course as well because It was, I know. At first, we talked about it last time that we were a bit afraid because we weren't sure how to go about it, and we weren't really certain about what we can put across. But what I learned a lot just doing the course itself, because we actually know a lot of things that we don't know that we know. And by sharing, we get to actually empower other people and also ourselves. Because even as I was doing the course, I was like, oh, okay, this is an easier way to do this. And or this is a great way for someone to be able to like do it in their own business. So I was actually learning way more even as I was doing the course, and even doing going through other people's courses as well. I was like, oh, Vico, okay. Like I like your course was awesome, that kind of thing. Or even if you're gonna do like Danielle's course on Canva, it's like, okay, this is actually like an easier way to do certain stuff. So I learned way more just even interacting among each other and going through other people's courses and even doing my own. And now I'm even wondering, okay, can this be a course, like a little mini thing on, I don't know, how to hear like some Canva tricks or something. Like, okay, I could make this into a course and just share with people, I think was one of the things which I found was pretty exciting.
I absolutely love this because I feel like that's exactly how I am. I feel like if once I start, then it's like, okay, it becomes easier and easier to me. So that's kind of exactly how I feel. Um, and I definitely want people to understand that that is something too. And we talk about in the scope and realm of digital marketing, right? Taking those baby steps, taking those initial steps just to start, right? That's usually the toughest hurdle that we do when we talk about doing something new in general, whatever that is across the board. But in terms of digital marketing, you really do have to have a starting point. We can't measure success without starting first. So I think it's really cool that you mentioned that, like that drive initially, like, okay. And I think it's really cool too that both of you have the itch to do it again. So I think I am planted a good seed. Like I'm proud of myself in that realm. Um, how about anyone else who have any questions? Again, you can ask those in the comments, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube. We encourage you to just ask questions in general about this process. Now, for those who don't know, Q1 Essentials is available to purchase between now and the end of March. And currently we have two payment options. You can pay in full or you can break it up into two payments. So I definitely want everyone to have an equal opportunity to access this information on whatever level of budget that you have. Another big plus about Q1 Essentials, again, is the community. So not only are you taking these courses, but you're also a part of this community that you can actually network with other people. So if you wanted to talk to someone specifically, it may be in the same entrepreneur field as you could. If you wanted to have someone that you don't even know connect with you on that level. Hey, I'm taking this course too. What'd you get out of it? You're able to interact on that level. So shout out to Mighty Networks for making that possible for us. But these courses are amazing. And I really am, I feel very strong about it simply because one, the need is there. And we know that from our clients, from people who just randomly ask us questions across social media to just the everyday conversations that we have with people when we tell them, oh, I do this. And they're like, oh, well, how do I do this? And how do I get more visibility on social media? And how do I get better graphics if I'm not a graphic designer? Things along those lines. So these are questions that I feel like we can answer through Q1 Essentials. So okay, who's ready for Q1 Essentials 2023? Maybe we get that. I'll get that conversation going pretty real soon, probably. But I at least wanted to open the floor again for anyone who had comments or any additional questions that they have about Q1 Essentials. Again, right at the bottom, you could take 12 plus mini courses at q1essentials.com. So that's where you can go to get all the goods. I think I want to kind of go into this kind of cool questionnaire Q&A, if you will. Top Well, I think what was the question? I think we were supposed to ask top 5 things that we want people to know, or top giveaways. Period. We want people to know from each course. I can wrap up a couple of them, but not all. I'm not gonna do them all because I taught a lot. So the main things are Canva. The top courses that we have currently are Canva, social media marketing, strategy, and I'm trying to think of the one that Tavia had taught specifically on content writing or caption writing. Those are other ones that I've done as well. So if you are interested in any of those things, again, q1essentials.com. But I want to make sure too that as we talk about these courses, we're also kind of breaking down some top things that you could, give giveaways. How do you say it? Am I saying it right? I have not had enough tea today. Um, am I saying the right top?
Takeaways?
Thank you. It was a T. I'm on a G. See what I mean? Like, I'm just like, what am I saying? Woo. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. Top. Okay. Friend requested Canva, picture perfect photos with looks presets, caption writing series, and level up WordPress basics, followed by elements of good content. So those are the top ones that most people are going toward. However, there's a whole list of classes, planning out your social media content, winning Instagram marketing strategies, on and on and on. I really want to I'm going to share my screen a little bit as someone is going to talk about top takeaways from their course. Aggie, we can start with you. We'll go backward.
So for my course, which was Stress Less, Planning Out Your Social Media, what I think are a top takeaway is that you should have your content pillars ready. I think like that's really important. And also, second thing is please take Tavio's course on caption writing. It will make things so much easier. I know it's not quite mine, but I think it's really important when you're coming to the part where you need to just write down your captions. And the third thing is don't be afraid to try out different types of scheduling tools. Yeah, one might not be enough. So maybe you'd have a mix and match of, let's say, if it's going to be Hootsuite, Buffer or Hootsuite, or if it's going to be later. Like, don't be afraid to just try out different things and see what works for you. Because I feel like some people get afraid. They're like, oh, I need one that just works for me. Like, no. You can mix and you can, play around and figure out what, is better for you. And if two don't work, just try three. Okay, three is a lot. Maybe just two. Yeah.
I'm like a big fan of so as you can see, I'm kind of on the back end, just kind of showcasing some things. Hey, Tabio, let me get you in here. I really like this really cool idea of just kind of being in this space of what's available to me, right? So when you log on to Q1 Essentials, you can see all the classes that are here. Aggie, you specifically teaching out, planning out your social media content. So that's the course I'm going to view right now as we're kind of pulling this up. I think it's really cool because as we talk about planning out your social media content, what does that look like? And on the Q1 Essentials platform, you have the ability to kind of pick and choose all of these classes. So, yeah, I just want to make sure that everyone got a chance to kind of see what that looks like. Vico, yours is also on here. Do you want to talk about maybe a top takeaway that people could talk about in regards to your course?
Yes, my course is the winning strategies for Instagram marketing, and as we said, winning strategies will be success will be 20% skill and 80% strategy. So thinking of a strategy in advance is really important to be successful in your Instagram marketing. So I think one of the main takeaways is that you need to be organized and you need to set a strategy for each moment, or at least each stage of your brand. I mean, of all your branding path. So in depending on which stage you are, it will be like the strategy you will have to think about. I mean, if you want to convert, if you want to attract, if you want to engage your audience. So I think that will be important, not only if you're thinking of taking care of your socials yourself, but if you're also hiring someone to do that, a social media manager or an agency or whatever, it's important for you to know people is doing things right. And this course will help you to go through that easily.
Yes, I love that. So again, Instagram marketing strategies, get on that because people People, that's the number one thing people ask us questions about. I feel like, how do I play my socials? What kind of strategy can I use on Instagram slash Facebook to get me more followers or viewership, et cetera, et cetera. So if you're a small business person and you know that you can't quote unquote afford agency prices to change your marketing game, but you can learn some basic things so that you can pass that on to your small staff or for yourself, this is it. This is the keys to the treasure box right here. So I love that because your course was really, really good. I enjoyed all of y'all's classes, but yeah, definitely enjoyed Instagram marketing strategies. That's definitely a win. And we've got a couple of more. We even have a bonus one from our other instructor over here, Tavia. She's been amazing doing all the content things for Octane. And she's actually broken that down into a mini course. Tavia, how are you this morning? You're on the go today.
Busy. Life never stops.
I absolutely understand. Is there a top takeaway that you want people to get out of the two courses that you have on Q1 Essentials?
Yes, definitely. I think sometimes social media, when you have a small business, you kind of see everybody doing the same kind of things, and you can get kind of confused, like, where do I fit into all of this? So my courses basically help you put on your thinking cap and think directly within your brand how you can come up with ideas for content, because sometimes we don't want to get into that I'm posting every day trying to think of something in the morning kind of thing. So this helps you to like work, smarter, not harder, and how to think of those ideas. It kind of goes hand in hand with all the other courses, because this is the stuff you need to plan, and this is the things you need to write about. So this is my course kind of teaches you how to take many ideas, and I think I give about 40 free ones in there, 40 free content ideas or more, how to take those but make them very personal to your business, to your brand. How to turn these trends into something unique, basically, instead of doing the same thing everybody else is doing. So this is a kind of a think tank. I like the word you use. It's kind of like a think tank activity that you're going to learn how to do through my courses.
Yeah, I think that's like the bread and butter of everything, right? We go back to strategy. So in order to do social media, we have to have a good strategy. In order to do Instagram or Facebook, we have to have good strategy. So this is a great base model on like framework, which is so necessary for so many people who are unaware or unsure of how to move forward. And whether you are doing digital ads, whether you are
Right.
doing blogging, whether you're doing just captions in general. So that's
Oh,
really important. That I hope everyone kind of checks out some of these classes because we're not playing around. We've got some really good nuggets in here. Was there kind of one thing I wanted to kind of reframe and put some things around is a couple different things. One, I wanted to make sure that people knew and understood like this is available to you right now. This is not something that's coming out in the next couple of weeks. Actually, this is kind of time sensitive. You have X amount of time, really like a month and a half to really get in on this deal. This is only available for Q1 Essentials during now through March, end of March. So March 30th, March 31st, March 31st is the final day that you can get Q1 Essentials to purchase it. However, the content, if you've already purchased it in that time frame, is available into the end of May. So you have plenty of time to invest and then also plenty of time to learn. So I'm hoping people really get that the most out of this particular context. I'm hoping that also as people start to kind of join in on learning new things. There's all kinds of places like Skillshare. There's places like Udemy. There's places like, Linda. Is Linda still around? Linda. So I mean, there's so many places that you could go to get information. I just feel like Q1 Essentials is different in that aspect because we are one, a bunch of women talk to women. And I feel like that helps break down some barriers of maybe discomfort or this educational talk is not for me. We really break that down in a simplified format so that it's easier for you to comprehend as the everyday consumer or everyday businesswoman. And then two, I really make sure that we want to create a place that not only educates you, but also gives you the resources and tools to keep being great. That's something that doesn't always come with some of these larger platforms like Skillshare. or Udemy. So it's kind of like, what other places can I go to get the resources that they're talking about in these videos? We actually give you all of that within the Q1 Essentials community. So we give you tons of affiliates that we work with, access to tools like Canva that you can get free, Canva Pro free for 30 days. Tools like access to Envato Elements, or just using everyday things like Hootsuite, things along those lines. So we're really big advocates about using good tools. And then lastly, we're going to stay around. This is something that is not a purchase one time and then I never see you again. We actually keep up with you. We want to keep up with your goals. If you weren't able to achieve the goals that you wanted in the time frame of Q1 Essentials, let's find a time frame that does work for you so that you can still achieve those goals. You're not going to find that with some of these bigger teaching tools. So we're all about each one teach one, but also being that accountability partner for you so you can achieve those ideal goals, whatever those are. All right. So we're going to keep the floor open for just a little bit longer before we move on to ending today's conversation on Q1 Essentials Q&A. I would love to have as many people ask us questions as you want. If you couldn't make it today, continue to ask questions in the feed and we can respond to you. But I'm really excited about what's to come with Q1 Essentials. Both Agnes and Vico talked a lot about having the bug itch to teach. Tavia, do you also have the itch to teach?
I do. It was fun. I really I really like sharing. It was funny because at first it was like, what can I share? What can I share? And then once you start talking, you're like, ooh, I have a lot of gems I can drop over here. So yeah, I do. I would definitely do it again.
Awesome. All right. Well, I definitely have enjoyed this experience. This is absolutely fun for me. I love getting behind other cool, amazing women who have all the tools, but maybe not just as not necessarily knowing that they have all the tools. This was my experiment for that. So I love being able to kind of get behind each of these women and tell them, yes, you can. You can get up there. You can say that. And they did. So this was really cool. But I'm so excited about doing this again. I really want to be able to create more content to help some more people level up in 2022, regardless of where they are in their digital marketing planning. So this will be one. We have one more session, I do believe, before the end of our marketing for this particular year of Q1 Essentials. We do have coming up very soon exclusive Q1 Essentials event, which is our Canva critiques that we are specifically doing within the Q1 Essentials community. So if you don't already know, Octane does quarterly Canva critique workshops where we're literally taking your Canva design and redesigning it right before your very eyes and giving it back to you, all the while teaching you why we're doing what we're doing so it can better help you design on your own. So everyone is kind of at this point within Q1 Essentials community going to be sending over a Canva link of their design, whether it's a service or product, and we'll break that down, talk about it, redesign it as we're talking about it, and give it back to you as a finished piece. That doesn't happen too often in the world that we see. So I'm really excited to kind of put that together just for Q1 Essential members only. That is on the 25th of this month. So you've got a week practically to sign up so that you can get in on Q1 Essentials happening right now. So I guess that's about a wrap for everybody today. Thanks everybody for your time. Again, if you have additional questions, feel free to ask them. I look forward to talking more about Q1 Essentials, probably in live stories as we continue to educate people about resources available to them through the Q1 Essentials community. But from the rest of us, thanks everybody for watching, and we'll catch you next time.